A nagging wife pushed her hard-working husband to his breaking point, and he finally decided enough was enough. This is the moment their relationship hit the end and couldn't take any more.
2 weeks ago, my husband, my partner for life, I thought, of 5 years, decided he wasn't happy anymore and left. Honestly, it was a normal day. He woke up saying his knees hurted. It was the day after Mother's Day. We had an argument about how he loaded the dishwasher.
Huh?
And next thing you know, he's gone. And 2 days later, I got a text message saying he was done.
It's very rare when a man claims to not be happy and leaves, and it means he was patient for way more than we might think.
So now it's the end of the month. I'm trying to figure out rent and my bills and all kinds of stuff. And my kids are out of school and I have 4 kids and it's gonna be 2 months of me trying to hide all these emotions that I'm going through.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
But every day it's a goddamn roller coaster. And I'm trying to hold together. And I have a 5-month-old. And I have a diabetic daughter, an autistic child. I'm just going through a lot. And I would appreciate it if you just like or comment or stay to watch this video. It would help me a lot. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with my life right now again.
Rejected.
The dishwasher wasn't the only thing she was criticizing him about, but it was the straw that broke him. I genuinely feel bad for the guy, but at least he's better off. The question many ask is if she won the argument, and was it worth it? And I can see what they mean, because many see anything as an argument, trying to be right all the time, which drove her man away.
A man would rather be alone than live with a nagging wife. Ladies, the more you nag him, the less he's going to do. Ladies, your man is not your enemy. He's your partner, your comrade, your friend.
What was the worst financial decision that you made throughout your career?
Oh man, getting married, man. Getting married, man. My divorce wiped me out. It was terrible. Marriage is a business. I didn't look at it like that. You know, I was one of those for love kind of guys. So I was, I'm in love, you know. It's a business.
At least he learned his lesson, and it takes a bigger man to admit he was at fault.
And if you don't look at it like that, that could be one of the worst financial mistakes you make. I'm being honest, being very blunt. Wiped me out, had to start over from scratch.
Meanwhile, who am I here with today? Gabe.
Victoria.
How long have y'all been together? 5 years?
5 years, exactly.
Has anybody been cheating or anything? Not at all.
Never.
So y'all trust each other 100%? Most definitely.
1,000.
Never say never.
1,000?
Like, no doubt.
Yes. No doubt?
I know
most
for a fact.
Definitely.
We're good, yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, so what if I was to tell you this is a website called Cheater Buster AI where all we need is a face scan photo and name, age, and location. You see if your partner's on there.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Would you be interested in finding out?
I would. Yes, I would.
Alright, bet. So here's the website right here. Got the name right there. Age right there. Location right there. We're gonna wait till that load in. So if she was on here, what would be your honest reaction?
No, it would be over.
It'll be over?
Bottom line, yeah.
It's like it'll be over.
Done.
Alright, bro, so the results just came back in. Is this her?
That's gotta be fake,
This
right?
is you.
That's gotta
This
be
is you.
fake, right?
I don't think so.
That's crazy. That's
There's just
wild.
no way that's me.
That's wild. That is.
How did it?
I'm looking at you, and I see you on here. What's this about?
I don't. It's not.
You don't know?
Someone had to admit it's not.
So it's fake. It's AI.
It's gotta be.
The thing we can learn from this skit is to trust but verify. Don't be someone who trusts blindly, and at the same time, don't be someone who never trusts.
How do you date a feminist?
You don't. That's how you do it. I don't know about y'all boys, but I don't want to be in a relationship with a woman whose sole intent is to make me feel as irrelevant and unnecessary as possible. I don't know, but I like appreciation. You can be in that relationship. That's cool. But that's not for me. I'm all about female empowerment.
Right. All day.
I know feminism, though.
Right.
That new feminism is all about saying how we can replace y'all because we don't need men in the world.
That's true. Living with someone who nags all the time can accelerate your aging in a bad way.
Okay, women, we don't care about looks. Really, I swear to God, we do not. That's a guy thing. Guys, you guys are visual, all right? We are all about the vibe. We're all about the energy, the BDE. You know what I mean? Like, I'll date a guy who's like 5'7" and has no hairline as long as he can like walk into a room and own it. You know what I mean? Like, if he trips, he has to like fall down and own the fall. He can't pretend he didn't trip. Do you get what I'm saying? Give me an ugly, confident man. He'll still cheat on me, you know.
So that was a f***ing lie.
I think you got it all upside down. It's rare when you see a man choose luxury over companionship.
I could never live with somebody who like sleeps until noon on a Saturday.
That's such a good point. I feel like lifestyle is like so important, and like those are things that you can pick up on before you decide to move in with somebody.
I don't know why they're not going up to a woman. Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that shit. And because women will put men on blast who like maybe awkwardly approach them.
That's what I'm talking about.
She looks surprised, but she definitely knows what he's talking about.
You see also those gym TikTok videos where girls like work out in the gym and then there's like a guy who like glances at them for like 1 second and they f***ing blast them. That's what guys are scared of. And these guys they're not even doing anything wrong. They're just like innocently, sometimes they're not even looking in their direction.
A very good point. Sometimes men are just minding their own business out there.
So there's like this social component now where like people are terrified to get like being exposed on social media.
Anyone else's husband have boxers like this that have no material in the crotch, but yet they still continue to wear them. They don't throw them in the bin, and they're actually the favourite boxers. He's got about 3 pairs like this. Just don't understand. Why?
Mind your business.
Complaining about her husband's underwear on the internet publicly is a low move.
How would you feel, bro, if you got your wife, right? And you go to your wife and you tell her, baby, I need to borrow $80. And she like, what?
Yeah.
$80? You asking me for money? I don't got $80 to give you. I'm appalled that you're asking me for that. I don't got $80 to give you. No, he like, okay, bet. I'm gonna remember that. How would you feel about that?
I'm appalled. Nah.
This is your wife. I feel like she just showed you who she really is. And it's time for you to get out of that.
Like, why is the like people in relationships and marriages? Why do we not feel like we won? Oh, I couldn't know. Me, I do feel like that is a breaking point because you just showed me all your true colors.
She belongs to the street.
There is no doubt about it. When someone changes their behavior because of money, you need to leave.
Obviously, and I don't like to, I'm trying not to use the word nag, because for women, they're like, well, wait a second. If I've asked you 3 times to do it and you still haven't done it, what am I supposed to do in order to get you to do it? But I think there's ways that you can do it where, again, when my wife approaches me and she goes, baby, I know you've been really busy and I know you've been working really hard. I really need your help with this thing. I can't do it myself and I need you. Can you help me with this? And I don't hear, why aren't you doing your job? Why aren't you helping me? You're failing. What I'm hearing is my wife needs me and I'm going to fix this problem. And so she's prepping me by putting me in the right mindset to protect her or to do something in order to help her, not telling me that I'm failing as a man or as a husband.
You're goddamn right. Yes, that's exactly how to approach it. When you ask a man gently for help and step back, instead of nagging at him and making him feel less of a man. My mom used to wait at the door to argue with my father about anything, and respectfully, that's a family-destroying behavior if you ask me.
Wait until you realize that communication would be easy for him if you were the girl he actually wanted.
It would be easy for a man to communicate with his woman if she made it a safe space for him to speak, but a lot of women don't care what they man think or how they man feel. If a man, more times than not, comes to his woman and tell her how he feels, something she did that he strongly dislikes, she's going to play victim more times than not. And then for him telling her that he don't like that she's doing this or she has done this, she's going to start crying. She's going to get mad. She's going to get upset. Now he's going to have to try to make her feel better about her making him feel bad.
Sometimes the crying is just a last resort to win the argument, throwing you off your feet and making you forget the argument ever was.
So now he's just not going to open up at all. He's going to be like, you know what? I'd rather just and keep my peace, because I'm going to have two problems on my hand. I'm going to don't like what she did, and now I'm going to have to try to make her feel better about doing it to me. Like, it's a lose-lose. And a man rather take one loss than two.
I feel like recently the current message has been pushed the fact that, like, if you're in a relationship, you need to work on it. Not every relationship is going to be perfect, and the grass is greener where you water it.
That's what I'm talking about.
But my question is, when is it time to just walk away? Is it when you've done everything that you've needed to do, but how do you know you've done all the things that you needed to do?
A man should walk away from a nagging wife when her words stop seeking solutions and start stealing his peace.
Is it when you put in the work, but how much work do you need to put in? You know, in order to establish that this just isn't meant to be.
Last date with you because you are greedy. You had 2 plates. You haven't eaten all day. I don't care if you haven't eaten all day. That's messed up. You're greedy. This was your first date, and this is how you do? This the real me. Well, can I have the fake you? I went to the bathroom and I came back and all my food gone. Oh, I thought you was done. I've never been on a first date like this in my life.
If this is just the argument on the first date, imagine their life together.
Yeah, I just had to go to the bathroom for a quick second. All my food is gone.
Well, boo, where I'm from, you don't leave food sitting.
Apparently, you don't leave food at all. You smashed this. And you wasting food all over you.
Listen, you either gonna sit down and talk to me like a man, or you can dismiss yourself after you pay for the check.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not paying for nothing. Why am I gonna pay and you ate all this food? Ain't no man gonna sit here and pay for this ridiculousness. I was wondering at first, I was like, how a beautiful girl like you be single? And now I know, bingo, right here. I'm thankful that you showed me this on the first date too, because other people would have.
You know how many first dates I've been on? Be real.
It's apparently a daily routine for her at this point.
You do this for
I really came for the food. That's it. Just the food.
Stop it. Get some help.
Men don't leave their children. They leave you. And as a result of that, then you guys start to keep the child away from the father. Now he's a bad father. Now he needs supervised visitation. Now you are scared for the safety of that child. But he was good enough to procreate with, but now he's not good enough to be a father outside of being with you. And to the ladies in the back that's going to say, well, he can come get his child whenever he wants to. He just chooses not to. But you picked him. So now you're the problem and it's your issue.
A good man would never leave his children. He might leave a wife that makes his life harder. But no matter what, those kids are his responsibility for life.
I think I owe the men of the world an apology. Let me explain before you come in my comments. I always think to myself, why don't men just approach women? Why? It's not that hard. Just say hi. Just say hi. Your hair is pretty. It's not that hard, right? Well, last night I learned it is hard. Okay. And let me tell you what happened. So I'm just sitting at the bar with my buddies, just having a fun time. And in walks some men who were attractive. One in particular, I was like, wow, he's very handsome. So I'm chatting with my friends who are all male in this conversation. I'm like, what do I do? Because I don't really approach men ever, but I also don't ever get approached. So
she just mentioned always hanging out with her male friends. So that could be a reason why men don't approach.
Anyway, I'm thinking to myself, how bad can it be?
Relax.
So they suggest I send him a drink. And I'm like, brilliant. Oh my gosh. I've never done that before. That's so smart. So I sent him his drink of choice, which was a Corona with lime. Whatever. Should have known. Anyway, so some time goes by and he has not acknowledged that I've sent this drink. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just go over there. I walk up and I say, hey, how's your beer? You know, I like bat my eyelashes, you know, and he looks at me and he goes, oh, you sent this? Yeah, I did. It was me. And, then he said nothing. 0 words exchanged. And you know that gif of Britney Spears where she's like holding her purse and she's just standing there looking around like this? That was me in real life.
It's funny she couldn't get a clue. When someone behaves like this, it's our sign to understand they didn't like us back and to walk away. But she couldn't see it at the time.
And we just stared at each other. And I said, okay, enjoy your night. And then I had to turn around and march my way back to my little bar stool, just wrapped in rejection. And now I have to think about that for the rest of my life. So, gentlemen, I'm sorry. That sucked.
Welcome to our world. That's what we deal with.
Let me tell you, if a guy says to you, I want peace in my relationships, if he says, I want a drama-free relationship, if he says, I just want things to be easy, run for the hills. Run for the hills immediately in that moment. Just turn around and walk away.
What do you mean by that? If you seek a toxic relationship, then go for it.
Because what he's actually saying to you is that he has no emotional capacity. He has no conflict resolution skills. He does not know how to hold space. And when you present your emotions to him, and especially if he in some way contributed to those emotions, he will gaslight you. He will blame you for your own emotions. He will dismiss it. He will get on the defensive. And then you, as a result, might respond in a way that will allow him to say, oh, look at all this drama.
What?
You're crazy. How do I always end up with all these crazy? Okay?
That's certainly not the case. It just means he has his own values and respects his peace of mind and wouldn't let you badly affect it.
Life is not easy. Relationships take work. Yes, they can be easy sometimes. Yes, they can be loving and wonderful, but they are also going to take work. And anything worth having takes work, because if it was easy all the time, it just wouldn't be interesting or fulfilling, quite frankly. So anybody that is saying to you that they want easy, they want drama free, is saying to you that they do not have the capacity to deal with emotions, and you should just run for the hills. Men, just something easy, something drama free. Okay? Just saying.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
You'd be doing that man a favor.
This is advice for all the guys. Yesterday I was at the bar. Some guy came up to me and my homegirls. There was 3 of us. And we had a really good time. Then, long story short, we ended up going to after party. We ended up, having a good time, drinking, whatever, and hanging out. So then by the time I'm about to leave, he goes up to me and he was like, hey, what are the chances of me talking to you? Like, why didn't you give me the time of day? Like, I know that you're a very intimidating person, and I do get that a lot. But let me just tell you something. If I look intimidating, but you still really want to talk to me, just go ahead and talk to me. The reason I told him, the reason why I wasn't giving him a time of day was because when he did go up to me, he didn't approach me right away. So when he approached me, he approached everyone else and acknowledged everyone else, and then he acknowledged me last.
That means that she's been watching the whole time.
So he was giving everybody else the time of day, like my homegirls, instead of me. So I don't like that. So word of advice, if you really trying to talk to that one girl but she seems intimidating, just go for it. Like, seriously. Don't be scared of rejection.
No, we're good. Trust me. And rejection isn't what we're scared of. We're afraid of ending up in a relationship full of arguments day and night.
Have you guys noticed that most married men aren't actually happy? Most married men are lying to themselves and gaslighting themselves into thinking that they're happy in a marriage, which is loveless, sexless, where the woman always argues and belittles and emasculates them. Their wife endlessly nags at them while they're working full-time, trying to provide for her, for the family. Women will often victimize themselves and say that their mental load is overbearing. Meanwhile, The man has to look at the big picture, worry about the wife, the kids, working every day, endlessly, paying for all of the bills, providing.
That's what I'm talking about. A guy will do that and more without even asking for help. That's the length a man will go for.
He has to worry about investments, about retirement, about the college funds for the kids. Meanwhile, the woman only has to worry about preparing dinner, keeping the house clean, making sure that the kids are happy and healthy. The woman will say that she's overstimulated just because she has to cook dinner and keep the house clean. But they never stop to consider the mental load that men have. Most men stay in relationships so they don't lose everything, so they can see their kids and they don't have to split custody. It's truly so sad how many men gaslight themselves into staying in a relationship where both parties are not happy and they feel like they can't speak up because they have a wife who berates them or emasculates them and belittles them on the daily.
I don't say a man's job in the relationship is harder than the woman's, or the opposite, but a lot of ladies need to be grateful because the bills aren't their concern, or the rent, or the mortgage, or the kids' education. So saying you're not happy is like disrespecting that man who's been holding all the weight together without collapsing. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.